Cool. So I'm Swedish, which some people sometimes assume, and I don't know why. But, but I started learning English when I was around 6 years old, and it's something that I've been thinking a lot about lately and the status that English has in Sweden, and so I wrote a poem about it. At 6, I started learning English off of Pokemon cards. See, since Sweden is such a small country, they didn't really bother giving the cards Swedish translations. This innocent observation sparked a sense of mystery. Why are there letters here that I recognize but can't make sense now? It's fascinating, isn't it? At 6, I learned that the Swedish winner of Melodifestivalen is going to sing her song in English at the Eurovision Song Contest, even though she won with a song in Swedish. My parents say this so that people will understand her, but I understand her just fine. And so does everyone I know. And so the next year, the winner song is in English from the get-go. It's about Las Vegas and neon lights, but that's about everything I get from it, yet no one seems to care about that. Early, I learned that in the grand scheme of things, Swedish doesn't matter. At 10, I learned that if you stay up long enough, you can watch Hannah Montana on Disney Channel in English, and that all the shows mom watches are in English as she works out in front of the TV. It's a hidden world, opening itself up to me. There are Swedish subtitles, so who cares, really? At 10, my older cousin is reading a book in English, and I'm confused as to why she didn't just buy the translated Swedish version like mom always does. She says there wasn't one, and I nod. At 13, our school makes us pick a third language, Spanish, German, or French, but most people don't really bother. English is enough. As long as you got your English down, you're good. At 13, I read my first proper book in English. There wasn't a Swedish translation, I think. I actually didn't bother to check. At 18, I moved to California as an exchange student at a random high school which no one questions or challenges, only encourages. At the prep camp before, we are 450 students. 440 of us are going to English-speaking countries, 10 are going elsewhere. See, that sounds about right, doesn't it? At 18, I start writing poetry, but only ever in English. Swedish isn't good enough. At 21, I moved to the UK for my undergraduate degree in English language and literature. People ask me why, but really, how could I not? At 22, my grandpa, who doesn't speak a word of English, asked me to translate one of my poems for him, and I almost say, no, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, we'd appreciate it if you could hit the like button, if you could hit the subscribe button, and make sure to ring that bell icon so you don't miss any updates from us in the future. If you want to go that extra mile and support us a little further, we do have a Patreon channel with loads of exclusive goodies, and you can sign up for as little as $1 a month. We appreciate your help, guys, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.